Central Province teachers yet to get leave fares. OPIC gets 5.9 million kina in the 2022 budget. And hunters to reside at Gold Coast.
This is National EMTV News with Helen Seah.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for Saturday's news. A group of frustrated teachers fronted up at the Central Province Government headquarters at Konedobu, demanding the progress of their recreational leave fares. According to the teachers, they have been waiting for a month since the closing of the academic year last year.
A total of 80-plus teachers from schools in Central Province have not received their 2021 recreational leave fares. On Thursday, the frustrated teachers gathered in front of the Central Province Government headquarters, demanding the progress of their recreational leave fares. However, the teachers were turned away and were told to return next week.
We are very frustrated. Why? Because none of the teachers at the back of me or surrounding me have been charged in any way under the Teaching Service Act or the Education Act or the Finance Disciplinary Acts. And they are all due to pick up this money. But whatever it was, some teachers have been paid double, others have been paid half, and whatever it was done, that these good teachers have to miss out.
The teachers said they were expecting the leave fares to be paid on the 10th of December before the closing of the academic year last month. However, no progress has been seen.
A good number of teachers, about 700, everybody has been paid off, and we have about 80 plus teachers still to be paid. I know there is still money there to be paid, but it is only when they are going to pay us is the problem.
With just 2 weeks before the start of this year's academic year, the disappointed teachers are appealing to relevant authorities to sort this issue.
And with this appeal, I appeal to the Governor of the Central Province, Honorable Robert Agarobe, and the Administrator to look at what is happening with the Education Department and the provincial advisors so that they find a solution for these teachers and to remedy this one once and for all, so that next year and the years after this, the teachers do not face the same kind of problems that we are facing.
Podivai National EMTV News.
Motu Kotabu Women's Representative Mayor Isaac is planning to set up a family sexual violence unit in Hanuabada village. She says there is a lot of violence against women happening in all Motu Kotabu villages. Some are reported and some are not. However, her biggest challenge is a location to set up the unit.
So definitely a family sexual violence unit is a must in the village. Unfortunately, we don't have the land to actually build on. If the villagers or if the community are really serious about this, then if they donate land for such activities, for such infrastructure to go ahead, then definitely we'll be able to address these issues. Because first thing first, land, and land belongs to the people. And if the people want services, they have to be willing to be able to give that land so that services come into the villages. Our magistrates need to be empowered. Our peace officers need to be empowered. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, Melanesian, our culture, when someone does something wrong, we tend to say, no, leave it, you know, this is my uncle, this is my nephew, this is my brother, this is my son. If you put him in jail, what's going to happen to me? So these are the things that we also need to have a look at. Are we going to condone this behavior forever and ever? If we are, then definitely we're not helping each other, because the violence will not stop unless we take drastic actions.
Another policeman in the nation's capital was attacked by a group of men yesterday evening at Unagi Field. According to police reports, First Constable Alvis Mokun, who is attached with the Hohola police station, was on his way to the bus stop when men armed with knives attacked him. He managed to escape the ordeal but has had his phone stolen and a knife slashed on his back. 2 days ago, another policeman was robbed and assaulted by a mob at the Morata Waigani bus stop. The force raided the area and destroyed markets and makeshift huts. Oil Palm Industry Corporation General Secretary Captain Pupita is pleased that the national government has included his office in the 2022 recurrent budget. OPIC has been allocated 5.9 million kina. For an office that hasn't received much government attention for a long time, the news was overwhelming.
The Oil Palm Industry Corporation's General Secretary, Captain Pupita, says the inclusion of OPIC in the recurrent budget as a great achievement for his office under his leadership. Since taking office, he has pushed for more funding support to the sector that is the top agriculture export earner in the country.
OPIC will now be supported through the recurrent budget. Thanks again to Minister John Simon, thanks to Marawi government, thanks to the good treasurer, Honorable Ian Linstaki, for treasury coming on board to support OPIC in 2022 under the recurrent budget.
Mr. Pupita has a conviction that by giving more attention to smallholder farmers, improving oil palm blocks infrastructure and improving the conditions of OPIC staff, smallholder farmers can increase the average yield.
I know as I speak, my farmers and my project offices down the ground have been waiting for this for the last 30 years plus when oil palm was introduced. And it's good news on a Christmas Eve and it's good news on a New Year.
The 5.9 million kina budget allocation will allow OPIC to continue with its block rehabilitation programs, improve staff accommodation and salary, among many others.
With the new looks of OPIC management, we are looking at rehabilitating these houses again, maintaining them, and then eventually we'll station 2 officers back here to service the farmers.
Seen the changes, and I pray that these changes will continue to get all my officers' houses renovated like what they did to our project office and our clerk's house.
In 2018, National Planning and Monitoring approved a 13 million kina funding support for smallholder access road maintenance and rehabilitation program. The funds have been released in batch since 2018, with road maintenance work ongoing.
From 2018 to 2021, I did 44 roads covering 229.12 kilometers.
Shamin Poreambab, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll be back with more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Dalo District in Eastern Highlands will continue its rural empowerment program in education, electricity, health and the economic sector. Dalo MP Pogi Ogate says for education, over 10 million kina has been spent to improve school infrastructure and its school fee assistance program. MP Gate says the district is also motivated with nearly 5 of its schools topping the province with high academic results.
In a better and bigger way.
Speaking to MTV News, MP Gate says education is a sector under the DDA's priority areas. He says schools have been supported with new classrooms, teachers' house, solar panels, transport and school uniforms. Gate says 10.5 million kina has been spent in the education sector.
Why we're doing this is we want to the level of education be uplifted in Daulo. So that's one biggest thing that I'm really serious about, getting the education, level of education in my district at a high level so that they continue to be on that level.
The district has prioritized schools who urgently need attention. To improve schools, roads have also been fixed so students attend to classes. The Daulo MP says many schools have received little support, with many producing better academic results.
And we were really pleased to see that the number for Daulo of students entering university level, the number increases up to 366 by year in a year, and almost 750, which I feel really proud of.
A key component of funding continues to support students attending universities and colleges. The MP said this will continue.
We continue to support our students. We really continue to support our students, which I feel I'm really pleased to see numbers increasing in the university. That is not a problem to me. I just want to make more of Daulo students into universities. That's my main aim.
In other sectors, the Daulo MP says law and order is also seeing an increase in support. He says with Daulo sharing border with other Highlands provinces, the DDA wants to see council chambers and police posts along the border.
There was an incomplete project for Upper Asaro LLG chamber, and I've already secured some fund. We will complete that LLG chamber. I'm appealing to Upper Asaro, please, we'll get this project out of the way, and at the same time we'll be putting up a police patrol post up there. Police should be up in Upper Asaro as well, and we'll see how best we can do. The law and order will be cut down, and we'll see what we can do about the Upper Asaro people.
Jaglopava Jr., National EMTV News.
The hard work and perseverance of a village entrepreneur in Macau has paid off with the purchase of a new truck. And Lala, a mother of four, was presented the key to the truck by member for Karukuhiri Peter Isoaimo at Baroko Motors earlier this week. The truck was purchased through a loan together with counter funding from the Karukuhiri district.
And Lala made a way into Port Moresby for the truck presentation. The truck is purchased with the support of the district, a financial loan and equity from a small business. The Karukuhiri MP says not all things come easy.
In this case, it's a 3.5 tonner Isuzu NPR truck sold by Baroko Motors. Of course, partially financed financed by Money Plus company. And the good lady's own hard-earned sweat equity, as well as help from the office of member for Karukuhiri.
And Lala started the business by selling garden produce on roadsides before venturing into running a small trade store. She says commitment and sacrifice will see any business grow. Lala says she will also use the truck to help others in the area.
This vehicle, I'll use it for transporting bitumen from the village coming to Moresby. It's easy for me to pay school fees and all that, help people with their needs.
Adding on, the Karukuhiri MP says government will not pool all resources to support individuals or established groups. He says people must prove with financial records before levels of government can assist. The district chipped in with funding under its economic sector to purchase the truck.
Our office is always open to help, so long as we see people who are really, determined, have sheer determination into helping themselves. That's what really matters. We as a government only provide and top up and facilitate in a small way or a big way to ensure our people venture into business one way or the other.
Jaglopava Jr., National EMTV News.
The Lay Pedal Power Bicycle Club is en route to Port Moresby to be part of the 33rd ELC PNG Synod. The club is made up of youths from Lay. Local MP John Rosso has assisted the club with 10,000 kina for the trip. They are travelling to Wau, then to Gulf, Central and to Port Moresby. The 33rd Synod is hosted by the Papuan District at the Sir John Guy's Indoor Complex. It commences tomorrow and will conclude on the 15th of January. VTS Industries Limited is doing their New Year clearance sale on all their manufactured products at their 9 Mile compound. All items are on 15% discount with an aim to get new stock for the year 2022. The clearance sale started earlier this week and will end on the 18th of this month.
The VTS Industries compound at 9 Mile in the nation's capital was packed with stalls showcasing their products. Customers also gathered in numbers to buy the item of their choice or to see what is on offer or just to listen to some good music. This is the VTS Industries Limited clearance sales with all VTS manufactured products on 15% off. Sales manager Thomas Palangat says the clearance sale is to get all their 2021 products off the shelves to make way for new products.
Okay, yes, you people see around here, we are doing our clearance sales for the whole stock of 2021 to clear up for the new stock coming in for 2022.
VTS Industries Limited is one of the biggest manufacturing companies in the country with varieties of products. VTS subsidiary companies include Mosin Plaza, Mosin Bakery and Mosin Pharmacy, and they were also there to showcase their products and support the clearance sale. Products on offer include varieties of Mosin beverages, cigarettes, clothes and other items. However, they are not selling their alcohol products on weekend due to the liquor ban in the city.
We are only concentrating on our food items, the beverages, and also our the other sister company, the Mosin Plaza. They are here with our Mosin Pharmacy, the supermarket and the bakeries. They are here also to promote what our Mosin Plaza sell and produce at our Mosin Plaza.
Customers were urged to visit the VTS compound at 9 Mile to take part in this clearance sale. The clearance sale started on the 4th and will end on the 18th of this month.
Our clearance sales will continue till 18. We're still concentrating on our non-alcoholic product. And to people out there, our clearance sales will continue Monday till next week Saturday, and we'll finish on Tuesday 18.
Rayon Lakingu National, MTV News.
Trikai Sports is next. All the details after the break.
Trikai Sports.
Welcome to Trikai Sports. The SPPNG Hunters have confirmed that the Gold Coast Performance Centre at Runaway Bay will once again be their home away from home in the Queensland Hot Plus 2022 season. Although the SPPNG Hunters' spiritual home will always be in PNG, the club is pleased to be based out of Runaway Bay again this year.
The SPPNG Hunters are set to resume full training next week. The management of the team this week were delighted to announce that the Gold Coast Performance Centre at Runaway Bay will once again be the home away from home in 2022. Located at the northern end of the Gold Coast, the Performance Centre is a premier sporting facility, boasting state-of-the-art equipment and lodgings. And the SPPNG Hunters are excited to continue this relationship into the 2022 season after living and training on site there last year. Director of the centre, Brendan Flynn, said he is pleased to see the SPPNG Hunters return, adding that while 2021 was challenging, it was fantastic to watch the development of the Hunters throughout the year. Relocating was a difficult process for the club last year amid the COVID-19 pandemic. However, a strong finish to the 2021 season saw the SPPNG Hunters win 3 of their last 4 games and finish the competition on a high. SPPNG Hunters CEO Scott Barker says he is excited for the club to pick up where they left off last year and carry the momentum over into the 2022 season. The SPPNG Hunters will arrive in Australia in late January before kicking off the 2022 Hot Plus competition on Saturday the 19th of March against the Mackay Cutters. Fidelis Sukina, Trikai Sports.
The interim president of the PNG Boxing Council, Ben Micah, says there should be more amateur boxers looking to compete at the highest level in the Olympics or the Commonwealth Games. This will ensure better competitive professional boxers once they switch to pro boxing. Papua New Guinea has seen the growth of professional boxing in the past 3 years, but still needs competitive fighters.
The standard of the sport is to go beyond what it used to be in the last 20 years. It has to go beyond what you think it is in this time. to a new and higher level because amateur boxing need to produce amateur boxers that are already fighting the top fighters in the world in the Commonwealth Games and in the Olympic Games. And PNG has not really produced any amateur fighters at that level. So it's a challenge to the amateur boxers to go beyond the Pacific Games, to go beyond Oceania boxing, to go beyond Arafura boxing, to go beyond Commonwealth and to make it up to Olympic boxing. From there, you can graduate into professional boxing and fight at the top rank, the top levels of professional boxing in all divisions.
And that ends Trikai Sports with the details after these messages. Stay tuned.
Trikai Sports. Trikai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
A look at the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region. Cloudy periods with some rain showers in Port Moresby, Daru, Kerema and Alatau, and some rain and possible thunderstorms in Popondetta. In the Mamase region, mostly cloudy with chances of a few evening rain showers in Lae and Midtang. Cloudy with a shower or two in Wewak and Vanimo, and some showers in Wau. In the New Guinea Islands region, partly cloudy with chances of a few showers in Lorengau, KV, Kokopo, Rabaul and Buka, and cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms in Kimbe. And in the Highlands region, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms in Goroka, Kundiawa, Mendi and Wabeg, and mostly cloudy with a few showers in Mount Hagen. For the next 24 hours, coastal waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Daru to Hood Point, seas of 2.5 to 4 meters. Coastal waters of Hood Point to Samaria Island, seas of 1.5 to 3 meters. Waters of VTS Strait to Wewak, seas of 2 to 3 meters. And waters of New Britain to New Ireland and Bougainville, seas of 1.5 to 2.5 meters. A look at the ocean forecast for PNG areas. In the Coral Sea, seas rough with northwest winds at 25 to 33 knots. In the Solomon Sea, seas moderate with northwest winds at 15 to 25 knots. In the Bismarck Sea, seas moderate with northwest winds at 15 to 25 knots. And in the Pacific Ocean, seas moderate with northeast to northwest winds at 10 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that's been the news, sport and weather for today, Saturday, 8th of January 2022. On behalf of the news team, pleasant viewing and good night.